Yeah,
we're super live.
Well, yeah, that's just changing information.
The end moves. Okay, that means it doesn't have to be in my mouth. Very pleasant. Yeah, it's really hot here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm gonna come out with a tan. These are my thoughts.
I already got my tan, my lifelong tan.
Yeah. Right, we've got the players explaining to us who's who at the moment. I wasn't really listening, to be honest.
We got Stokes and
We've got Shawzi.
Shawzi.
Two average players here. Really not. That's the kind of thing that'll put Shawzi off. He'll completely blow it now. I think he's quite well known to be a bit of a choker.
Oh.
And the pressure's on now, so he's going to absolutely bottle it.
Today it's Real Madrid against Real Madrid.
No, I saw him at Virgin Gaming. He was a very good player.
Yeah, did you bottle it though in the end?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the guy who won it was, I think it was some Swedish dude. It was an unknown. Like no one knew who he was, but yeah, he was a good player. He did well, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if he'll be in the next Virgin Gaming.
Yeah,
which I'm sure a lot of people will be in, especially since there's so much money on the line.
Oh, it's probably the biggest tournament of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that or FIWC.
That's like you can literally just buy a house with that money. It's crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it is. Well, Adam Winston won it the first time, didn't he? And he won. I think he bought a car and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was loving life.
I know, man. He did well, and I mean, it was very unlucky for him to get out of the first round by Ty. His
yeah,
teammate.
that's a harsh draw.
Yeah, it's. I mean, lots of people might think there was a bit of dodgy things going on, for them to be playing each other, but
Oh, really? Was that claimed?
yeah, well, someone said that, but
The luck of the
you
draw.
can always say it's always conspiracy. You can't really do much, It's just how it is.
FIFA's one of those games where a player can come out of nowhere, though, isn't it? It's like, obviously at this event we've got Call of Duty as well, but because it's a team-based game, you really have to be in an established team to be good, and it's rare that you have a team just come and have a blinder without people already knowing who they are.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously with FIFA, if your friends were good but not really into the scene, then you could probably get to a really good level,
Yeah.
like just playing with those.
Exactly.
How do you rate yourself on this game?
Well, I guess I'm above average. I'll say I'm above average. I'm definitely not the best. I try to be, but it's tough. It's tough. And people always go like, "Oh, dude, you play FIFA all the time," but funny enough, I don't. I'm normally editing FIFA all the time.
Yeah.
If there was a FIFA editing competition, I'd win that. I'd be the best for real. Like I would edit like.
To your heart's content. Yeah, I bet.
And chance but unlucky.
Would you trade all the fame and fortune? I don't know if there's how much fortune's involved, but would you trade the fame and fortune you've got to be the best?
To be the best people, probably not.
Yeah. Not at the moment. It's not enough, is it?
No. By any means, no.
No, not until there's millions of pounds.
Not yet. I don't think Virgin Gaming. I don't think FIFA's got to that point. Yeah, and it's a shame because I'd love it to, get to that point, but I know a lot like MLG hasn't picked it up, and I know they don't really see it as fun, if you know what I mean, to watch. Sometimes.
Yeah, I think that is the case with. I don't know if it's because they haven't had the personalities behind it and stuff, but as well, obviously in America, football's not as big as other sports as well, and the kind of games that they normally do, Call of Duty, they're often team-based and stuff like that, and that's their bread and butter.
It'd be very interesting to see if someone one day did like a 4v4 type
so teams.
Yeah,
I think that'd be more interesting.
So you have one guy who's like any, and three guys who are also just playing in different positions. They just train together, because I know that a lot of people play clubs.
Yeah.
And it's something that I don't think any event has done before, and it'd be very interesting to see if someone does it one day.
EGL12 maybe.
Well, you never know. It's obviously you can always have the 1v1, but it'd be interesting to see if people join the, like, for instance, 4v4. And I'm sure if there was, we got a chance here. Oh, it's a great save. But a chance here.
That says
what
right.
a tackle there. Oh man.
Shawzi pleading innocence.
Stokes is not
he knows that should have been a penalty.
But yeah, it'd be very interesting to see if people would be watching that, and if it does well, then I'm sure
more and more people will pick it up.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, it's one of those things that probably needs somebody to take a gamble with it, see if it's popular.
Yeah.
As a game, I think FIFA has so much potential to be huge in terms of the number of competitors, but the word never really gets out there properly, does it? And then you know, a couple of people get the idea that it's on and stuff like that. They turn up. At this event, we had a couple of quite a few good players who people weren't really familiar with, but beyond that, it's the same old faces usually, and it's definitely the same old faces that are in the latter stages now. On that note, who do you think is going to win this? You've obviously seen both players play. You've got an idea how they operate.
I don't want to be biased, but
you really want Stokes to win.
Well, I mean, Stokes is a good player. Yeah, no, like he does very well, and I haven't seen him play a lot of games, but you know, the few games I've seen him play, you know, he just wins, and you know, he doesn't break on the pressure, and he just kills it.
Yeah.
But Shawzi is also a very good player, and he's also quite loud. Well, he can be quite loud, and I don't know if that could be in his favor.
Intimidate his opponent.
Yeah, exactly. To put him off. Exactly.
Yeah, we see a lot of that with Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Of course, you see a lot of that. Like, it's
maybe a bit too much. It's not quite the same with FIFA though, when you're literally sat next to each other, because if you're shouting in your opponent's face, I don't know how well they take it. Very nice.
That's a great bit of play. Well played, Stokes. Great bit of skill to get past.
Shawzi looking frustrated.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Concentration face on now.
Oh, I don't know what you call it. Maybe if there was a 4v4, then you get some FIFA players.
Are you really keen to be in a? Have you got a team lined up? Is that what this is all about?
I mean, I've got 5 players with the club I'm in, so.
Oh right. Okay.
I don't know. We'll have like a substitute or something like that.
You'll bring your shin pads and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, clubs is fun. Clubs is very fun, and I do a series on it. I have a series where I just do. I play clubs games with a few of my mates, and it's just banter. It's great banter.
I bet it is, to be fair, because obviously you've got that kind of team spirit.
That's going to be a great goal. Great goal there.
Shawzi back in the game.
Shawzi
back in the tie.
Putting his game face on and getting a goal straight away. Well played.
So how much do you think with FIFA having a good football knowledge helps you as a player on the game? Not all, quite a bit.
I think it's quite useful. It's like if you don't know any of your players, like who's the best at what, then you're not gonna get very far. I mean, I don't know, if you never watch football but you just play FIFA religiously and you just look at the game, looking at stats and all that.
Yeah, it warps a lot of people's opinions.
Yeah, I guess you would still do well.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, because you know sometimes football and FIFA are quite different. Sometimes
very much so.
Quite different.
If you only played FIFA, you'd probably think that like Ibrahimovic is the strongest man in the world, for example.
Exactly. And you'd think someone like Ronaldo is the best player in the world, or
because players like Messi, you can't really convert what makes them so exceptional to a football game. Can you? You can't really build vision into the game and things like that.
So people might be saying, if they just play FIFA, Messi's one of the worst players. I don't even know why he's in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And it's obviously because Messi is just God.
He's all right. We'd take him at Leeds, put it that way.
Yeah, Leeds. Yeah.
Hey, there's no shame in being a Leeds fan.
Well, I've got a mate who's a Leeds fan, and he just gets quite frustrated all the time.
It's just because it's really crap at the moment. Yeah. I mean, we beat Birmingham the other day, like 4-0, and that was probably the highlight of the season so far. But beyond that, we just hump it long and stuff. And I wonder if I could do a job in the team. I sometimes turn in my shin pads just in case.
Well, I mean that's what Watford are like as well. Like I'm a fan of Watford. I don't support them, but I like watching them every now and then, since I'm a Watford boy myself. And that's a great ball, and that's a chance there. Great save. But I'm a Watford boy myself, so it sucked a lot when Crystal Palace beat.
Oh, in the playoffs.
Beat Watford in the playoffs, and weren't able to.
We actually lost to Watford a few seasons back in the playoff final.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That was the closest we came to going back to the Premier League since then.
Oh wow.
Been pretty much doom and gloom.
Yeah. That's a shame that.
I remember one professional player saying that he played FIFA quite a lot to like learn what footed, like what his opponent's like main feet were, for example. Like, so you know, in case a player was left-footed and they were unaware of it. I mean, you'd assume that like the scouts or whatever who watch games would know this, but apparently not. And he said like it helped him out quite a lot. So obviously, like force players onto the weaker foot and things like that in proper games.
Yeah. So I mean, that's going really into it. But yeah. So let's say you have Ronaldo on the attack.
Yeah.
You'd want to push him onto his left
to
make sure he shoots on his left, because his left foot isn't as strong as his right. I mean, it's not super weak, but you know, he scores a lot less.
I'm talking about a professional football player using the game to get knowledge of his opponents in real life.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because obviously I'm assuming the FIFA scouting network must be just bigger than obviously what the club would be, especially if it's a smaller club. I mean, teams like Peterborough, for example, they're probably not going to send people out. I don't know why I picked on Peterborough.